Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. We will start today our first chapter of biology, first year biology. The topic of today is introduction to biology. Dear students, before going to topic, I like to give you overview of this chapter. We'll divide this chapter number 1 into 4 major parts. In first part, we'll decide what is biology and its major fields. In second part, we'll study various levels of organization. And third part includes biological method of study. And the fourth and final part is related to biology and the services to mankind. In the first part, definition of biology, definition of life, living organism, and then its major branches. Level of organization includes atomic and molecular levels, then organelle and cell level, tissue level, then organ and organ system level, individual level, species, population, and finally the community level of organization. In third part, the biological method of study, including various steps, observations, hypothesis formulation, experimentation, then theory formation, and last, law or principle. In fourth part, biology and services of mankind, will divide it into three major our life fields. First one, including food production, then health department, and finally protection and conservation of environment. This is a brief summary of the chapter number 1. Now come to the topic. Definition of biology. As you have studied in your previous class, biology is derived from two Greek words, bios and logos. Bios means life and logos means study, thought, reasoning, pondering, etc. So the literary meaning of biology is study of life. Now next question arises, what is life? No scientist has yet been able to define life comprehensively, because life has its elusive nature. Elusive means difficult to define. Although there is another reason why we can't define life, because of its variety. For being a biologist, we can define life as a set of characteristics that differentiate living things from non-living things. It means कि ये खसूसियात का ऐसा मजमुआ है जो जिंदा जानदारों को बेजान जानदारों से फ़र्क करता है। अब लाइफ की कौन कौन सी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होती हैं? लाइफ की जो मुख्तलिफ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं, ये वही कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होती हैं जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म की कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होती हैं। कि अगर हम देखें कि एक जो लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म होता है, उसके अंदर फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल होम्योस्टेसिस हो, देन मेटाबॉलिज्म होता है, उसमें न्यूट्रिशन, उसमें रिप्रोडक्शन, देन उसके अंदर ग्रोथ होती है, उसके अंदर उसकी बॉडी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पर मुश्तमिल है, उसमें एक्सक्रीशन होती है, उसमें रिप्रोडक्शन होती है, उसमें सेंसिटिविटी होती है, means respond to environmental changes. If any object which has all above characteristics simultaneously, कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ जिसके अंदर ये करेक्टरिस्टिक्स सारी की सारी मौजूद होंगी, वो लिविंग थिंग कहलाएगी। और अगर इसमें से एनी वन इज़ एब्सेंट, कोई एक भी करेक्टरिस्टिक्स अगर एब्सेंट हो, इट मीन्स कि वो नॉन लिविंग थिंग कहलाएगी। अब लाइफ क्योंकि लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म के अंदर होती है, लिहाजा हम डेफिनेशन को ऐसे कहते हैं कि बायोलॉजी इट इज़ द स्टडी ऑफ characteristics of living things. Now question arises, what is living things and what are the characteristics of living things? जो लिविंग थिंग होती है उसकी जो बेसिक करेक्टरिस्टिक्स में वही करेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं जो ऑलरेडी हमने लाइफ की करेक्टरिस्टिक्स जो है वो स्टडी की। मीन इट इज़ highly organized, complex entity or object होता है, composed of cells or cell products. Then it has its genetics or genetics. Number 3 पे it can acquire and use energy, means nutrition, then carry out chemical reactions, means metabolism, then can grow in size means growth, maintain fairly constant environment. It means homeostasis. Respond to changes in environment. It means sensitivity. And so on. Produce offsprings like its own. These are the characteristics. Now come to the various branches that you have studied in the class 9. Means ecology, study of environment and relationships of living organisms. Embryology means study of development of an organism from fertilized egg to an adult. It is also known as developmental biology. Number 3, morphology. Morph means form, study of form or external structures of body of living organism. And anatomy or internal morphology means study of parts of internal structure. Then paleontology. Paleon means fossil, logy means study of fossils of living organisms. It is further subdivided in two parts: paleobotany and paleozoology. Paleobotany means study of plant fossils and paleozoology means study of animal fossils. Fossils are actually the actual or dead remains of plants, and we study the structure and age of fossils in paleontology. Next branch is histology. Histology means tissue, logy means study. Microscopic study of tissues is known as. Next is evolution. Evolution means irtika, process of gradual change in the characteristics of living organisms with the passage of time. मीन्स जानदारों की खसूसियात में वक्त गुजरने के साथ साथ बतदरीज तब्दीली का अमल. It also relates to ancestral history of the living organism. Genetics means science of existence. In it we study the structure and behavior of genes. Genes are parts of DNA, which further consists of short segments of nucleotides specified to form particular protein. Then biogeography. It means study of occurrence and distribution of living organisms in different geographical areas of the world. Thanks.